The youth movement is alive and well for one of NASCAR's best teams. This video is all about Joe Gibbs Racing and what we learned about the next generation of racers. What's up everyone, I'm Cavanna. Thank you so much for watching this video. This page continues to grow and grow, and it's been so much fun to be a part of this, so I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button because there's just so much to talk about with each passing week of the season. Let's talk about the Daytona road course. Write down in the comments what you thought about it because look, it's the first of 7 road course races on the Cup Series schedule this year. It's something we have to get used to. I want to know what you thought about it. If you think you had a good weekend, it probably wasn't as good as Toyota's. They won all 3 races. It definitely was not as good as the weekend Joe Gibbs Racing had. One of the early contenders for Story of the Year, rookie, first-timer, 18-year-old Ty Gibbs went out and won in his first ever Xfinity Series start. You'll hear from him in just a few minutes. First, let's start with Christopher Bell. If you said before the weekend that Christopher Bell was a likely winner on a road course, you were probably a liar. This was a surprise. But man, did he earn it. Bell was a contender throughout the day, and he overcame a large deficit right at the end of the race with just more than a lap to go. He passed Joey Logano and went on to get his first career victory in the Cup Series.
Honestly, I was able to stay pretty calm, and I'm proud of myself for doing that because it's hard to do. And especially at a road course where you have so many heavy braking zones and there's plenty of opportunities to make a mistake. But I would say that this was equal to my my first Chili Bowl, whenever I've been in that position so many times and I was anxious and nervous and just always put a lot of pride into my mental strength aspect as well. I feel like I've, matured a lot over the course of the years and been put in positions of high pressure moments. And today was definitely one of them, trying to run down the 22. But aside from winning the race, I didn't really know that I was going to get there. I just was focused on hitting my marks and not overdriving the car. And I think he had a couple moments where he slipped that gave me a lot of time.
This is a huge deal for Bell in a few ways. First of all, he's been a prospect for a long time, so much potential, but he'd yet to break through in the Cup Series. He spent last year over at Levine Family Racing. We saw some improvement, but not really any success. Still though, JGR decided to move Eric Jones out and bring Christopher Bell in-house. That brings a lot of pressure, of course. Some of that pressure is now gone.
2020 was one of the hardest seasons I've ever had in my racing career. I don't think I won a race at the Chili Bowl on my prelim night, and then that was it for the rest of the year. So that's obviously up against the Cup guys and on the dirt side too. So 2020 was a really, really low point for me, and just to come back in 21 and be able to win in the Cup Series this early on a road course is, something that I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life.
Bell's win was the second race win of the weekend for Joe Gibbs Racing. On Saturday, Joe Gibbs' own grandson, Ty, just 18 years old, won the race in his first ever Xfinity Series start. Understandably, I can't imagine the expectations were that high. What did you expect out of a driver making his first start in the series? Well, Ty Gibbs went out and won the race.
I thought I was going to come in out here and just log laps and kind of get a decent finish, but even fighting for a win, I was excited, and even getting to win it right now, I'm just so blessed and so happy.
It wasn't just that he won, it was how he won. Coming from behind, driving through the grass, making smart but aggressive, clean passes when he needed to. It was impressive. It was not a victory for his haters, though. We've seen it plenty of times. Young drivers with a lot of resources, a lot of money behind them, sometimes family name, they come into the sport and they're in good equipment right away. That can bring criticism. But let's be clear, the car does not win races. The driver wins races. And when you have a good car, the only thing you need to go out there and do is win the race. And that's what Ty Gibbs did.
It's hard to judge a book by its cover for sure, and I'm a bad cover to judge, so I'm gonna get that for the rest of my life. But the one thing is I'm not here to prove to anybody anything. I feel like if you're doing that, then you're not doing the right thing. I feel like I'm just chasing my dream because I love it, and that's one thing I was taught at a young age is whatever you love, and you're not gonna work a day in your life because you're gonna be having fun on all of them. And I've had a hell of a ride, and I can't thank everybody enough. And you just gotta block the haters. It really doesn't really bother me at this point. I never really had an issue with it. But that's just part of life, and that's a part of the stuff you're gonna have to go through to be a champion. And I will take it.
Nice maturity from a young driver there. Let's hope he keeps it up. 2 days, 2 races, 2 wins from young JGR drivers. Owner Joe Gibbs was asked what that means for the future of his organization. He didn't bite on the question too much, just saying he's really focusing on this year.
Young talent is very important, and we know that. We got 3 veteran guys, and they're performing great. I don't see any of those guys at a point where they want to quit racing. They're making it happen. And at one point tonight in the race, we had all 4 of our guys up in the top 10, and so it's a huge deal for us to step up and improve. And I felt like that's what happened tonight.
So what's next? I just did a whole video on Joe Gibbs Racing and did not mention Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, or Martin Truex Jr. Do you think JGR dethrones Team Hendrick this year as champions of the sport? I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can talk about it all. I'll see you next time.